Real Talk disclaimer. The information provided by the host on this platform is for education and awareness purposes only. All information provided on this platform is provided in good faith. We make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, validity, and reliability of information shared by the host or show guests. The views and opinions of guests on the show do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the host of Real Talk. Under no circumstances do the host, show guests, sponsors, or affiliates assume responsibility for the actions of any viewer.
Our greatest glory is rising when we fall. So don't be discouraged, don't you be appalled. It's okay if you fall and maybe even lose your spark. Just make sure in the end you rise from the dark. It's time to rise up, time to work, and time to chase your dreams. The Lord has the final say, so your soul is redeemed. This message is to help you with your self-esteem, as faith will take you places that we have never seen.
Welcome to Real Talk. We're glad to have all of you to join us on today. This is the Thursday. What date? What is the date? We'll get it in shortly. But we're waiting on our co-hosts and along with Tamara with a T to join us. So once they join us, then we'll be on. We're also expecting to have our guests on as well. Let's welcome Bishop T or Tanya Lynn to our show. Hello, Tanya Lynn. We can't hear you. I don't know what's up with your mic. Yeah, we're trying to get her mic together, but we're glad to have all of you on today. Go ahead and do your speaking. We're going to do roll call in just a few minutes. But go ahead and say hello, and we're going to go back and play a little music and actually give you a shout out, okay? Several ways you can join us here on Real Talk, several ways. One way you can join us is actually right here on Facebook. We ask that you would share it on your page. And once you share it on your page, of course, it will they'll be able to view our show on your page as well as ours. And we have a YouTube channel. You can join us on YouTube. Just put in there Real Talk with Pastor Z and Bishop T. And you should be able to tune in to our show.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Y'all say hello to Tanya Lynn. It's been a week. Tanya Lynn is about like a guest, y'all. But we're glad to have her as well. Okay. And here's we have Tamara with the T. What's up, Tamara? Let's welcome her as well. We're so glad to have these beautiful ladies to join us on today. We took a week off on last week because we had emergency going on as well as other people was out of pocket. So we're back, and our expected guests, we're waiting on them to show up. But while we wait on them to show up, again, we want you to go ahead and say hello. Do your shout out. Go ahead and tag other people into the comments so they can join the show as well. Share it to their messenger so they can join the show as well. So how have you been, Miss Tanya Lynn?
Uh-oh.
I've been
That
well.
wasn't a joke, you know.
Well, I
You
never
acting like
know.
you acting like that Bundy lady.
I
It's
never
just a
know.
straight
I
question.
never know. I
Yeah.
never know. I never know with you. But I've been good. I cannot complain. All is well. Life is life, and we lifing with it. How have the two of you
Life
all
is
been?
lifing, and you lifing with it.
Yep, lifing with
Okay,
it.
all
There's
right.
nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. What about you, Tamara? How's your day been or your week?
It's pretty good. I'm ready for tomorrow. It's a 3-day weekend. Monday's a holiday, so
For some folk,
for some folks, for state
I
employees,
just happen to be in the Psalm. Hallelujah.
holiday.
What about you, Tanya Lynn? You off Monday?
I am, sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured that. But it's so good to see all of you. We're excited about hopefully our guests will join us. Tanya Lynn and I, after one of our shows, we was able to go down to Sip and Chill, which is a place that Dre Mostella owns, and their food was amazing. I enjoyed it. I couldn't eat all of it. And anybody know me, I don't leave much on my plate. But it was plenty, was it not?
Okay.
That it was. I think I did ate there that night and then had the rest for lunch the next day.
Well, what did y'all have? What did you have?
It was something chicken. It wasn't chicken Alfredo, but it was noodles or something. But it was
It
a
was pasta. It was like
pasta.
Alfredo.
Pasta. There it is. It
Yeah.
was pasta. I tried the chicken. What else did we try? It was something else. You
I
tried
had
the fish,
pasta and lamb chops.
lamb chops. Did I try fish? I think I
I
tried the
think
fish.
you tried. I think you did
Yeah.
fish and
We was
pasta.
kind of hungry. We
and
hadn't ate all day, and it was after our show, and we was looking for something different. And every now and then, I'm gonna let everybody know. Every now and then, Tanya Lynn and I will pop in on a restaurant, so you'll never know what kind of views or reviews you shall receive.
Okay.
If we pop in on you, that's right.
Mm.
Make sure everything is up to par,
Right.
because we will let the public know. Okay. All right. Okay, I guess we'll get ready to we ain't got that many that has spoken to us on tonight. If you're on, say hello, say hi, or do something so when we do roll call, we can mention your name, okay? We're gonna give y'all a few more minutes. If you know of someone who would like to tune in to our show, go ahead and tell them tune in right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's
School
get
board
it.
lady is on there.
Schoolboy ladies on now. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's hit our groove. Yeah. Where you go, Tom Tom? Come on back here. All right. We want to give a shout out to my classmate, Miss Mary Spitherman. I want to say hello to you. Miss Conteria Williams, hello to you. Miss Rita, or Minister, or Lady Rita Smith, hello, how are you? Miss Delma Smith, hello. Why don't y'all let everybody know that Real Talk with Pastor Z, Tanya Lynn, and Tamara is on. And we're looking to have a great time. I want to say hello to Jacqueline Curry. How about that? I like that jam though. That's what you was doing at the Mayor's Ball. I saw you. Hello, Miss Doris Payne. How you doing? Everybody jump on in here, jump on in here. And just say hello, hello, and we will definitely give you a shout out right here on Real Talk. All right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and get started with our show. We yes was expecting to have our guest, and he still have time to jump in here if he get a moment. He's a very busy young man, but just want to say hello to all of our listeners and our viewers, and just want to ask you to have y'all checked out the hearing on the Bundy, the Attorney General. Have y'all been watching that?
I haven't. I saw bits and pieces, but I haven't made it priority.
Have you had opportunity to look at it, Tamara?
Yeah, I'm with Tanya. I saw bits and pieces of it. Um, the one I saw was when her name. Oh, my mind just went blank. What's the young lady name? Um, shoot.
Crockett.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackie.
Yeah.
Miss
Crockett.
Crockett. She's always on it. Uh, but let me just kind of bring you all up to speed of what's going on. The Attorney General is brought before. Um, is it the Congress or the House of Representatives? It's House of Representatives, I believe, and they're actually discussing um, what's going on with this administration, this administration, and while they're discussing what's going on with this administration, um, they are questioning some of the things that the JOD is doing. Um, the Bundy, her name is Bundy. She is the respect, and I understand there's supposed to be respect both ways, but you're really not getting anything out of this hearing because they're trying to ask her some questions, how they handle some things, how some things was revealed, who gave the authority to do certain things, and in doing such, um, she don't respond with a yes or no answer that's going to incriminate her. But
Right.
what she have a tendency of she have a bond folder, and in that folder, she's attacking each representative and their state and the things that is going on in their state. So that's her way from actually responding the way they are expecting her to respond, and it's a back and forth match. But one thing I thought was very unique was that and interesting was that they all the victims from the Epstein case, majority of them are in the hearing and they're sitting in the audience. And one of the representatives asked those victims to stand up, and they asked them, and because when they released those documents to the public, what they did was they released the documents with the victims' names and addresses. And when they did that, which they supposed to keep that out of the files, but they covered up those the accusers. They covered their names up, pulled their names out of there, and they released the names of the victims. So they asked the victims to stand up, and they asked the Attorney General if she would turn around, face them, and apologize for actually releasing their name and their address in those files, and she refused to do so. So it's been real ugly. I've been kind of watching it, and we really do not need to be in the dark about what's going on in our country. If the justice system, if it's corrupt, everything else under it is corrupt.
Right. My thing is what is their loyalty to Trump? It's like you just no matter what's right and what's the right thing to do, they seem to have loyalty to him. I don't understand it. Um, I don't understand it.
Well, it's not just her, but I actually the other Republicans in the House was singing her praise. And you know, you ask the question, why are you singing their praise?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you every now and then you have a few people that would say that, you know, what you're doing is not right. You need to release this. Is one lady that was thanking her for defending when her son was killed. And she was telling the Bundy lady, I appreciate you, I thank you. But then she hit her real hard with those victims deserved the same protection that you was willing to give mine. So it's a lot to that, and we really need to be paying attention, y'all,
Yeah.
because they even discovered that someone was mentioning about the police ought to be murdered, ought to be killed on January the 6th. Created, actually, they didn't create, but they actually attacked the police, was arrested, was pardoned, and now he's working with one of in the ICE uniforms. He's one of the one that's wearing the
I think
mask
he's
over his head.
actually high up, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
He's like over in some area. So, but I think that the thing about it that I think that and I get that we need to pay attention. But I think that most of all, Trump has aligned himself with people who are willing to carry out his agenda. At the end of the day, I don't know that he has anything over the people. I just think that they're people who are like-minded, and maybe he's thrown them the right amount of money that they are just willing to um carry out his agenda. They're just going to carry out his agenda. I think that the climate that we live in for governmental officials is a hostile environment. It's a hostile climate, and somebody has to be willing to stand up. And you're not gonna find. I think now when you go back to was it Minnesota? I think there were those Republicans who were willing to stand up and willing to come against, well, to speak out on the things that happen. But he is just like they're just people who are willing to carry out his agenda, and they feel like his agenda um is right. They feel like it's maybe it's lifting them up or whatever, because I heard the popular, I can't call him, Paula White. I heard her at something the other day, just really over singing his praises and
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
thing. So, we don't know if that's, I think we're seeing people for who they are. I think the one thing that we should recognize is that we're seeing people for who they are. And right now at this point, Trump and some Republicans are doing everything that they can to make sure that it's hard at the polls for the midterm elections.
Mhm.
So the only thing that I think that we can do is encourage people to vote, get people to vote,
Right.
um, you know, to make a difference. Because even now, if you come against him in any way, you're gonna suffer consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes those consequences are life threatening.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's
Sad.
Yeah,
Say,
regrets with it.
yeah, yeah, say it. I know I was I think it was last week at the end of, he was talking about the voter fraud in Georgia. The end of the video, he put the stuff up with President Obama and Michelle Obama, and just to listen to the excuses that was made. Well, it was a staffer, and he didn't apologize. Um, that just,
That I
meant,
don't understand why they still even trying to go and find out if the election was stolen. They keep going back and recounting those votes. I don't get it.
Well, I think that the reason that you're seeing some things come up now and things are being done, there's an ongoing attempt to take the focus, the emphasis off of those Epstein files.
Mhm.
Because there was just yesterday or today, more videos surfaced.
mhm,
I mean, they're letting, more information is coming out or whatever. So it's an attempt to deflect. Because if
Deflect.
they went so far as to redact the accusers, the and allow the names of the victims to be shown, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that
mhm,
that's going on, and there's a reason that he's taking the emphasis, that they're moving the emphasis um off of the Epstein files. So I really feel like we're seeing corruption, and I don't know if it gets to the point that the corruption will be dealt with. The only thing that from day one, my hope was that democracy would withstand this administration. And I
Yeah.
think, that's my hope, is that democracy will withstand, because we're seeing things played out in real time and no real consequences or repercussions behind those things taking place.
You know, and it's sad because you telling me what I see, I'm not seeing.
right,
You
right.
know, uh, just like with the posts of the Obamas
Mhm,
in the animal uniform, um, and then when he was addressed about it, of course, he said a staffer had shown it to him. He really didn't see it. They said, "Well, you're gonna take it down. You're gonna apologize," and he said no.
mhm.
What are your thoughts concerning that whole situation?
What what does that tell you about him?
I mean, and here's the thing that a lot of people do not like to hear this. And as much as you don't like to hear it, it still exists.
Hmm.
Racism is real.
Hmm.
You can say whatever you want to say, even when it come down to Tommy Tuberville and some of these other people. Some of the things, some of your actions, we're known by the fruit that we bear. And if I see something growing on that tree that resembles things that I think is racist, you can't tell me. I was talking to a friend today, and they was telling me they was in a conversation with someone, and this is their statement. They try hard not to be racist. Did you hear what you just said?
Or
You try hard not to be racist. Then what does that say? You're racist. You just try hard not to show it.
right.
That's just like an alcoholic that drinks. I drink, uh, but I try hard not to drink every day, even though I drink. That's what an alcoholic would say. A
Mhm.
racist person have to try hard
Let
not to be racist. You have to, because it's in you.
Right.
let me make that statement while we're at that point, and I'm gonna send you a text, Dre. Pastor Z, here is the thing that I found amazing, which lets me know that it's prevalent. They know it's prevalent. Tim Scott, one of the
Trump supporters.
congressmen, and he's been a Trump supporter, and I think he's I can't remember which state he's from, but he said it was the most racist thing.
Mm-hmm.
The minute that I heard the most racist thing, that lets me know Tim Scott is actually admitting this is not the first. This is not just coming out. It's the most racist, meaning it's this is worse,
Mm-hmm.
or this is the most right that I've seen, that he's seen of him. So people are seeing it, and they know that it's taking place. But here again, it's almost like, because Trump has a base that's really tuned in. There are people are seeking the fame, the glamour of it all. And if it's almost saying, if I have to sell my soul to this, then that's what I'm going to do. If this is the only way I feel I can get elected. And the
That's it.
thing about it is that we're seeing that some of those politicians are actually losing race
Exactly. So they
because
breaking away
he's
from it.
attached. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's attached to, he's endorsing them, or
You know, it was bipartisan. Some of those that was wanting the Epstein file released. It wasn't just Democrats. It
Right.
was Republicans as well. So, you know, like you said, I believe a lot of them, because they knew that was their ticket in order getting in, because of the supporters were so great. In order to get a vote or get voted in, I'm gonna have to go this way. All right. T, you're gonna have to step away, right?
I am, and I apologize to you and to Tamara. I about to say Tom, and to our viewers. I just got a hectic schedule right now, so I'm gonna get tuned in and I'm gonna be in. But I need a little grace right now, Pastor Z.
We'll give you just a little
Bit.
just a little bit.
All right,
Well,
I see y'all next week.
all right, we'll talk to you. All right.
All right.
Okay, so Tamara, what do you have for us tonight? Let's talk.
Yeah, well, I got some tea.
Well, give it to us.
Just to kind of lighten things up, because there's so much going on in the news. The one thing that really stands out in my mind is the lady who's missing her mom, Miss Guthrie. Her
And
mom.
what's the deal with that? Because last I heard, they've seen some people on the ring camera. This person, somebody said they identified this individual earlier in the day.
Yeah, there's so many different reports.
So have they heard from the mother? Is the mother still alive, or do they know?
They don't know. They don't know.
Last I heard, they wanted a Bitcoin. If you give me a Bitcoin, I will share the information concerning her.
Right.
That hasn't unfolded. It was, I think they was offering $50,000.
They're saying
Huh?
they're saying that was a hoax, but then they said TMZ earlier today got another ransom note.
And they keep sending it to TMZ.
The TMZ, right? But they did find some gloves or a glove, and they were able to identify from that ring camera the type of backpack that the guy had on. So I don't know. It's just strange.
In the news, in the updated news, where again they have a suspect in custody, or so
No,
we still.
yeah, it just says the FBI reveals the description of suspect from that camera and the backpack that he was wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of
So I wanted to have the news anchor of whose mother is missing. Have she actually been back on the news, or have she been at work, or have she just been standing by trying to take care of that matter?
now
I'm
that
sure she probably on leave.
probably
I'm
so.
sure. I don't think she'll be showing up for work and this going on. So,
Yeah, no.
uh, Miss Pamela Smith said the guy they were talking to turned out not being involved. He's not a suspect yet. So
Yeah.
there's no suspect
Mm-hmm.
concerning that. And she's been missing for a couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And she's of course, she's elderly and she's taking is supposed to take medication every day. So each day that's that she's not taking this medicine is it's not good.
Right.
But it's just strange. I just hope they be able that family can find some closure or something with that. It's just strange.
Yeah.
Strange. But I do have some, like I said, some funny news. So because like I said, so much going on. So, but there's some other funny stuff that's going on to kind of cheer us up a little bit. So there was a guy in Kingston, North Carolina. He used to work at Little Caesars, right?
Okay.
So he he I guess he got fired or something like that. Well, one night, midnight, he just got up and broke into the store, opened up and started selling pizzas. He did. Like, yeah.
He kept the money.
Yeah. Kept the money, opened up and was selling pizzas just like they was open. I was like, oh wow, that's funny though. But it was in Lenoir County, in North Carolina, and he sold a total of 10 pizzas.
And then what happened?
And they
Okay, so he broke in after they closed up, he broke in and started selling pizzas.
started open
About
back.
what time was it when he started selling the pizzas?
So they said midnight, but I'm thinking, so it was some people want some Little Caesar pizzas, and that
I wonder, was he calling some of his customers and say, "Hey, I'll give you a deal"?
I don't know, but he only sold 10. But here's the kicker: he kept $50 for himself.
How much was he charging for the pizza?
I don't know, but
I hope and I know this ain't right for me to say it. He should have kept all of it. He was the only one working.
what you go in there for and open up the store
He done
and
got fired. He needed some money.
$50?
Well, that's all he could make.
Well, he went to jail and his bond was 50,000.
50,000 was his bond.
Mhm. He kept $50, opened up them people's store, sold some pizza.
Oh,
I said, "Oh my goodness, got to be more careful." Yeah, so that's funny though. Um,
yeah, that was
so
funny.
in what was the name of the place? Pembroke Pines, Illinois. There's this guy that they said he has been arrested several times for impersonating a police officer, but in this little town where he's from, they don't have one, and so they said he's beat the charge 3 times.
Of impersonating a police officer.
Because they actually don't have one, and I forgot what they call it, some type of I guess like a peace officer or something like that. But yeah, he beat the charge 3 times.
Mhm. How did he beat the charge? I need you to find that
Yeah,
information out.
I had it last week, but I done misplaced it. But yeah, I
I'm
thought,
I'm I'm wondering how he got off.
yeah, let me see.
What defense did he use?
Yeah, he got off 3 times. 3 times. Pembroke, Illinois. It's a little small town, and it's a little African American town too. But let's see.
Say they don't have police officers. You have a town that do not have a police.
Mm-hmm.
Surely it's got to be a Mayberry somewhere.
Yeah,
You got to have a Andy Griffin and a Barney Fifes.
it's Kankakee, Illinois, the county. Yeah,
I just wonder what kind of
yeah. Well, he beat it 3 times. His name something Ellis. 67 years old, Robert Ellis. And he started back in like 2018 of just trying to be a police officer in his little town to, make sure everybody's safe and keep the peace. So,
what did he do anything wrong, or was he rescuing or saving people?
nah.
I guess they just saw him with a badge, huh? And he was pulling folks over, acting like the police. And well, okay, who arrested him if they don't have any police in that area?
So he had an expired tag. He was somewhere else, another county, and he had an expired tag, and they pulled him over, and he, tried to
Presented his badge like he a police. That's
Yeah.
what got him right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he beat it.
You have folk in Gaston doing that, flashing badges.
Really?
Like they get honorary badges and they flash them around like they're police. They used to have those people around here. So
Yeah. Well, that's dangerous.
yeah, it's very dangerous.
Yeah. It says accused fake cop beats the third impersonation case, defending himself in Cook County trial. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you know Tiana Taylor?
I do.
Mm-hmm. So she's coming out with I guess an Air Jordan shoe. It's called Concrete Rose. Coming out March the 7th.
She's doing a lot of big stuff lately.
She's doing
Ever since her and what was his name?
Shumpert.
Shumpert, yeah. Ever since they divorced, she's been in that. She was in the movie Straw. That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think she's
and I've seen her in a couple other movies. I think I saw her in a movie with Leonardo.
She's a great actor. She also sings as well.
I ain't gonna go that far. I'm not going that far.
Well, I mean, I think
I'm not going that far.
But
she is one level above Tubi. she's not no Grammy now. She's not no Academy Award.
Well,
she's all right. She's all right. Now I wouldn't say great. Who you will put in the category with? Think of your actors. Angela Bassett. She ain't great then.
Well, no, I mean, I guess as far as she's an entertainer because she sings, she dances, and she's pretty. She
sings, she dances, and she pretty. What about those three things make her a good actor?
No, I did I say she was a good actor?
You said she a great actor.
Well, I didn't mean it like
I said you going too far. She ain't no great actor now.
She's up and coming. Don't sleep on her. She
up and coming on what?
Being a great actor. But do you remember MTV Sweet 16? When they would give their children these extravagant big Sweet 16 birthday parties. That's where I first saw her. Her mom gave her this big party, extravagant sweet.
That's where you first saw her?
That's where I first saw her.
You know where I first saw her?
Where?
Byron. Oh, that's the first time I saw her in Mud Deer movie.
Yeah.
She kept saying Byron.
Yeah, that was nerve-wracking. But yeah, I first saw her. She had a Sweet 16 party that was on MTV. And but I think her mom does something in entertainment. Yeah.
Now she looked like she real fit now.
She's
Now I don't know if she real fit or she done had some work done, but she looked like she real fit.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say it like that.
Gotcha. 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 Um,
What else you got for us?
that's all that I have. Did you watch the Grammys?
Did I watch the Grammys? No, I did not.
Okay.
But I did see my boy
Who?
won the song of the year,
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah, that's right. What I'm thinking.
Yes, sir. That's my guy. And listen, Cher presented it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said the winner goes to Luther Vandross. The name of the song is
It's
Luther.
right, right.
And he helped her out a little bit,
Yeah,
when he got up there. He didn't want to embarrass her.
right.
He was all messed up.
Yeah, my favorite part was the tribute to Roberta Flack and D'Angelo with
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. I was a little worried because when they said that she was going to be doing it, I was like, "Oh Lord, I hope she be there on time and show up." But she did. She showed up and did good. Brought out Wyclef Jean, so that was the highlight of it for me. So, but yeah, that's all the tea that I have. Hey, what do you think about Nicki Minaj?
Boo. Hey, I got a friend, his wife say all the time, nothing,
Mhm.
nothing.
Why
That's
do
what I think about it. Nothing.
right? So why do you think she is on
Well,
this?
some people saying that she has some people in her family that in other words, I got to do what I got to do to keep some people in my family from being deported.
Well, I know they said that her husband, I guess, is a registered sex offender. Her brother's a rapist, and
Well, there
so
you go. You see, she done sold herself.
so that goes again to what I was saying. It's like these people have this loyalty for Trump for whatever reason. Never mind what's right, the right thing to do. Humanity, it's like it's gone out of the window. It's sad.
Yeah. What about did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
Who was you rooting for again?
The Patriots.
Uh-huh. What
The,
did I tell you was gonna happen?
you said it. You said
Okay. All right.
it.
Okay. So the big controversy, and I saw Ryland put it in the comments, was Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of people. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Okay.
A lot of people was like, and of course there was a alternative show
Hmm.
during the time the Bad Bunny was on. Was it Kid Rock?
Kid Rock.
Um, they went to another station for halftime.
Hmm.
The mega supporters
Yeah.
supported that.
Mhm.
So your take on Bad Bunny and him speaking in Spanish the whole halftime show. How long is the halftime show? What, 20 minutes, maybe?
Mhm.
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What is your take on it? I'm gonna let you give your take and then I'm gonna give mine.
I think I didn't like it. I mean, I like the with how I want to say this. I like when all of my favorite thing was the flags, with the different nations and stuff. But I don't think just the whole time, just speaking in Spanish. This is America. I I just think that he could have maybe sang some in English and some in Spanish, but yeah, I didn't. I really didn't even pay attention to it, honestly.
Mhm. Okay. Number one, that's the same complaint we had before they start allowing our culture to actually do the halftime show. We wasn't tuned into that rock and roll stuff. We wasn't tuned in country and western. You know what we said? The halftime show is for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The halftime show is for them. So finally they get somebody like Jay-Z to join, and he start lining it up where everybody can enjoy the halftime show. In other words, America is not just white, it's not just black, but you have Puerto Ricans and other people in America.
Mm-hmm.
So just like we have complained about them having it, when we did it last year,
Mm-hmm.
you had everybody complaining they didn't like Kendrick Lamar. I didn't understand nothing he was saying, but those who knew Kendrick Lamar and knew his music loved his. Matter of fact, he have more numbers than anybody who ever done the halftime show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, he's my favorite artist. He's my favorite artist when it come down to rap. I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan, and I just became his fan probably about 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But his music he's saying something, okay?
Right.
So like last year, they didn't like our music because now we get the opportunity to enjoy the halftime. Now this year, the Spanish population, which are Americans, deserve an opportunity as well to do it their way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? To do it their way. So, in doing such, I think he deserved, I think it was deserving. Give me 1 second. Talk to the people while I catch this.
What do y'all think? Type in the comments. What do you think? Any comments on the Super Bowl show?
See, I left it in your hands to handle it.
I know. I was. Yeah.
Terry Taylor said absolutely. Now, my son, he's down with the light-skinned brother, Drake. I'm not a Drake fan. I used to like Drake, but Kendrick put him to shame, and he's been in hiding ever since.
Yeah. Well,
but, go ahead.
Kid Rock made a statement and stated that Jay-Z was he guessed that was through what did he say, through the DEI type situation as to how he got the opportunity to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
Who got the opportunity?
Jay-Z. That's what Kid Rock said.
Well,
but when the last done anything?
Anyway, I don't know. Kid Rock, he can say what he want to say, but Jay-Z has money, and if you notice, they're putting people that's putting money where their mouth is in these positions. I was just, for those that are waiting for Dre Mostella, he's probably about to come on now. That was him calling me, so we'll hopefully is going to get Dre on in just a few minutes. He just called and he was tied up, and he's going to try to get in.
Good deal. Say this real quick. Do you think that when the Super Bowl, was it last year, that Lil Wayne should have performed in New Orleans?
Listen, let me say this.
It's
a privilege for anybody to do it.
I know, but
it's a privilege for anybody to do it. So whether it's Lil Wayne, and I hear people calling for Chris Brown now, I would love to see those guys, but one person do it. So if somebody else do it, somebody else gonna be like, well, he should have got somebody else.
But it was
That's
in
it.
though.
Don't matter where you was at. It doesn't matter. It
Okay.
don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter. You're not obligated. Here's the thing: if I'm put in that position, you tell me, well, it's in my hometown. Why you didn't put it? Let me do it. First of all, I ain't obligated to let you do it at all. It's a privilege. You're
Yeah.
not paying me to do anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I call you, here's my thing. Don't be mad when someone else get picked. And don't ruin it for yourself as an opportunity. Because if you get on there bad mouthing Jay-Z, do you think he'll ever call you?
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Just be a good sport and say, hey, it wasn't my time yet.
Well, I don't think he said anything negative. He just wished he would have had.
He didn't say anything negative about all of his little supporters did.
Right. Right.
Okay. All right, y'all. We finally got the man. It is going to come on. He's backstage getting ready to come on. He's doing big things where he's at all over the United States of America, y'all. He's traveling. He's doing big things in his hometown, the city of Gaston. Everybody welcome none other than Dre Mostella. Y'all welcome him to our show. What's up, fella?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man,
how y'all doing?
Man, you're grinding. You're always grinding, man. You gotta take a break every now and then.
Yeah,
What's
man.
going on with you?
I'm sorry, man. Sorry, but today's been one of them days. I ain't stopped. I just got a free second. But man, nothing much. Just grinding, man. That's it.
Man, I'm
Got my
glad.
head down.
Yeah,
Just
that's
trying to
good, man.
put some things together. So that's about it.
Yeah, my son on here talking about my boy. Yeah,
Oh, that's my
everybody,
dog.
go
That's
ahead
my
and show
dog right
some
there.
love to Dre Mostella. Give him some love right here on Real Talk. All right. All right. They've been waiting on you to come on too, man. We got about 30 people on that are watching our show. And I know that they was anticipating because we was advertising it earlier today and yesterday. And I know that you are a very busy man. Just share a little something with our viewers and our listeners about who you are, how you grew up here, what school you attended, and what you're doing right now with your life.
All right, so yeah, I'm Dre Mostella. I was born in Gaston. I didn't grow up in Gaston. I left Gaston when I was like 8 years old. I grew up in Danville, Virginia. But
Okay.
like all my family resided in Gaston. So my sisters, my grandma, everybody was still in Gaston. So I used to go back and forth coming to summertime and stuff like that. So I still spend a lot of times like being on the east side, going to free lunch over at the community center, Boys and Girls Club, doing all that stuff in the summertime with my cousins and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
Gaston was always home still. So even though I grew up in Virginia and I was there until I graduated high school. And then I came back to Alabama in college where I played ball at UAB
Okay. All right.
and
What kind of ball did you play?
played football,
For what position?
running back.
Okay. All right. At UAB?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm about to look your stats up.
Man, there ain't much there. All I do is injury bug. Listen, hey, all I do is surgery after surgery.
Okay. Okay. Oh, but you
But
got a
it was
degree
good.
out of that,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. And I learned a lot, man. That was a big part of my journey, just the obstacles, because I really feel like, you know what I mean? You know, God put you in situations for a reason, you know. But my mama always used to say, man, one day you're gonna put that ball down. Who are you without that ball?
You're
And
right.
I never understood it because I played ball since I was 5 years old. And that's what everybody knew me from, like, you know, sports. And I'm just like, I know I'm going to the league. This is this, and that. And I've seen a lot of guys it derail them because, you know, the fact that some of them even made it and then, you know, get cut or just don't make it. So, but that journey allowed me, surgery and then sit down and like it opened my eyes up. Like for the first time in my life, now I'm grown
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't playing this season. Got to rehab and recover, and that was just my eye opening moment of like, dang, like who am I without it? Because I never seen myself without sports. So that allowed me to start thinking about like, man, what I'm gonna really do with my life. Like I gotta figure out my next steps and my next move. And so like my mom a nurse, my dad is in biomed. And he worked at the VA. They both work at
Hmm.
the VA. So I knew I wanted to do something in the medical field.
Okay.
So I was just like, either I was gonna go to med school, I was gonna nursing school, go to or PA school, or what it was, physical therapy. So physical
Okay.
therapy is what I was really gonna go do. So I got my undergrad in exercise science, getting ready to go to physical therapy school, and then I got introduced to prosthetics. Uh,
Okay.
I was um, I was working at UAB in the physical therapy department, and then that's how I got introduced to prosthetics.
Okay. And that's what you do now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I end up I liked it, and my boss at the time, one of his good friends, Dr. Chad Duncan, had just started a program at Alabama State. It's like, hey, Alabama State got a prosthetic program now. So I was like, you know what? I had all and the prereqs for PT school and prosthetic school is the exact same. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply to this one school. I really hate school. I'm a person, I ain't gonna lie. I hate school. I don't like nothing about school that I ever like.
Hmm.
So but I was just like, man, if it's meant for me, I'm gonna just apply to this one school. If I get in, I get in. If I don't, I'm gonna figure something else out. But God willing, I got in, and I went to down there, Bama State, got my master's in prosthetics.
Awesome, awesome. And we got to applaud you for that, man. We got to applaud you for that, man, because not many people in our culture, and a young man as yourself, you got to be inspiring to somebody. Nowadays, uh, people your age or people that grew up with you, they still trying to get a rap career. It's more than rap out here for us.
It's a lot more than like you said, man. I say it all the time, man. Our culture, I want us to really believe that you could do stuff besides rap, slang dope,
Right.
um, play ball. It's what I mean. It's a lot of ways. I say legal hustling way better than illegal hustling,
That's
and
right. That's right.
it's the time you getting from getting locked up, you lose it all anyway. So
Right. Right.
it ain't it's not beneficial in no type of way. It's breaking homes and breaking up families and
Right.
causing generational curses and stuff of that nature. So the road, I always tell people, the road wasn't easy for me. It's like I didn't take the elevator, I took the stairs. It was step by step. I fall down, get
I
back
like
up,
that.
step by step.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like
so
that. I didn't take the elevator. I
yeah.
took the steps. I'm gonna send that to Ti. Tell him to put that on his next song. Listen, man, you came to Gaston. You own now Sip and Chill,
Yes, sir.
and I think next door to it,
M3.
M3.
Mhm.
Uh, did you come up with the name Sip and Chill, or was that already Sip and Chill
It
before
was
you
out.
bought
It
it?
was already sipping chill before I bought it,
Okay,
and
what about M3?
I came up with M3. So
Okay,
M3 is very dear to me.
okay,
So M stands for Mostella.
okay,
Three is three of us. It was my grandfather, my dad, and me.
okay.
So that's where the M3 comes from.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Listen, man, you doing things. Not only, and I had an opportunity, we shared this with the listeners before you came on, that Tanya Lynn and I was able to stop by one night and actually see you, and you actually helped waited on us.
Yeah.
And we ate at your place, and we was blessed and enjoyed the food right there. Dre says the best food in the city. So we enjoyed the food there. And also you have M3, you have Sip and Chill, but you have a lot of projects in this city. You have some apartments that you're remodeling. Those that remember where Watson and Son and the old Skyliner building, you own all of that property. Was it Stewart's used to
Yeah.
Dr. Stewart used to be
Dr.
there?
Stewart. Yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
so all of that you have just actually you have had that for a minute. You're
Yes, sir.
remodeling those places where people will be able to actually rent an apartment from you in the very near future, right? Am I correct? When will those apartments be available?
All
Can
right,
you
there
hear
we
me?
go. Yeah, now I can hear you now.
Okay, all right. When will those apartments be available to rent?
Man, soon I'm at the last stages of them. So getting inspections and stuff like that done. So the apartments will be available soon. We got 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. Um, and then the building next door, like I said, the Stewart building, is being renovated as well too. So my prosthetic company will be in one of the at the bottom, and there'll be some open spaces for more commercial people that want to put a business or whatever down there at the bottom as well too.
Okay.
So
So
we
what
and
about the
then
Skyliner area? What are you going to do with that building? That's for we used to do
entertain, yeah, it's
entertainment.
still gonna be entertainment. So just like doing research, Dr. Stewart and the things that he done, I was like, part of me was like, I want to kind of keep the history there. So that's why he had pharmacy and all of that type stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'll put my prosthetic company there. So we're gonna keep it medical too, and then upstairs will still be, excuse me, be entertainment. It'll be event space.
Event
So,
space.
yeah, it'll be a huge, fully.
Right.
It's gonna
It's
have a
large.
stage. Yeah, yeah. So you got a
I
stage.
used to DJ in that place.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I
What,
used
what
to
what's
do
your DJ name?
just Andre Huff, just Andre Huff. I used to work at the radio station. So Mr. Donald, Mr. Floyd Donald used to, we used to have that spot, and we used to do little concerts, do parties there
Okay.
for the young people, and then it moved to other things. So that's a large and a nice place.
Yeah, so we gonna get it all the way right. Real estate, that's my second passion. So
Okay.
just catching something and catching it where it's at its worst state and bringing it back to life. I
Right.
enjoy the part. So yeah, we're gonna make it nice so then people can be able have a wedding there. You can have wedding receptions, birthday parties. You can rent it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll have a full kitchen there, bathrooms, like even for the wedding people. Downstairs you have the bride side and the groom side separated. It's gonna be fully equipped for, concerts, whatever you want to do.
That's what's up. Now, speaking of entertainment, you brought Bootsy here not too long ago, and you brought Bubba Dub, right?
Yeah, Boosie and Webby, Bubba Dub, Life Jennings.
Okay. All right. You brought them here to the city. Is there anyone we need to look forward to you bringing in the near future? Do you want to
Yeah,
let the cat out the bag?
it's crazy. I'm in negotiation right now. I'm waiting on this last contract to get signed. So we will be announcing that we got a concert in the next
Okay.
real soon.
Okay.
But I want to
Okay.
let the ink dry first. Make sure
Let
I
the
put the
ink
cat on
dry.
the back. Yeah, the ink don't dry and something don't happen, then I'll be looking
Yeah,
bad. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's about like what I was thinking. I said, "Oh Lord, all these folks over here looking for Dre. Dre ain't showing up today."
Hey,
And then
listen,
when
I
you
know I'm
call,
late.
I said, "Let me get this. Let me get this. I'll be right back, y'all." And you came on, so I appreciate
Yeah.
it. They
Yep.
said, well, Kip is somebody to know. He want to
Oh, look
know,
at Kip. Hey,
can you
tell Kip. Hey,
outfish
tell
him?
Kip tell Kip he can't outfish me either.
Well, that's what he's saying. He want to
Look.
know. Ask him, can he outfish me?
I
Kip,
knew he
do
was
that
gonna
on
say
your
that.
own time. He'll stop by the bike club and y'all can talk about that. It take Jabbo to talk about Kip.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Kip, we got that trip coming up too. We gonna see.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I love what you're doing, man. That's
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
one
man.
reason when I walked into Sip and Chill that night, me, Tanya Lynn, and I to get something to eat because we wanted to try it. Um, I wanted to bring you on so that other people can know what you're doing. See, a lot of times people don't know who Dre Mostella is. They don't know what he's doing. There's a lot of people that know you, but then now we want to expose you to everybody. You're a
Yeah,
positive role model that our young people need to hear from and know. Yeah, I didn't like school. I didn't like nothing about school, but I did what I had to do in order to be as successful as I am today. So
yeah,
sometimes you just got to do what you have to do.
yeah. You got that's that part of that grind, putting your head down, I call it hard hat days. Got to put that hard hat on. you look, it's just part of life. Like you said, I've been a kid. I'm talking about when I say I never liked school, you know, most people in elementary, they want to go to school. I ain't never want to go to school. Never. So, and I never seen myself, honestly, even going to school as long as I did, with going to college, then going back after that, doing my residency. But I also knew I inspired to be able to do some things, and I knew I had to do what I got to do. So, you know, just basically, I could do I gotta do what I gotta do now, so I can live how I want to live later. So
Exactly.
the sacrifices, so that's the biggest thing. And talking about that, man, the mental health space of us as men, and I know like Steven, Bowtie, and couple Brandon, is a couple guys, we all been talking about the men's locker room,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have a safe space for men, to
Right.
be able to come. You know, it's a lot going on in the community. It's a lot going on, and just as men, you know, sometimes we got that, you know, just that tough formato. Like, hey, we can't, you know, can't shed a tear, can't show emotions, man, and
Right.
it's hard enough in the world as it is. So we got to be able to come together to have that safe space to be able to, like, man, you know, I went through that too, bro. You know, I made it out. Look at me. I'm
Right.
still straight. I'm still standing. You know,
Right.
pray together and do all the things we need to do. So I'm looking forward to that too. So I know we're gonna have it, you know, on different sides of town, which I think that was a great idea. You know, moving it, not having it in one spot. That way, you know, from whatever reason, some people will come to
Everybody
one
feel
side.
comfortable. Yeah.
Everybody, that's it. Yeah, everybody
Right.
comfortable
You know,
to be able
on
to.
Father's Day, this past Father's Day here at Mount Zion, where I pastor, um, I did something because I know just what you said. We so macho
Mhm.
that we're always in competition with one another. That we never look at a person and say, "Man, I see him out there, man, with his kid tossing the ball back and forth, holding a child hand, walking across the street." You know, we never tell another brother you're doing a good job. I like what Kip just said. He said, "You're a great guy. You're doing big things. Makes me proud." See, we think that stuff is too feminine. We think it shows too much sensitive, the sensitive side of a man to tell another man, "Man, I'm proud of you." Man, we down at the bike club a lot of time at MOB, we see guys, man, that we know their story and how they bounce back and how they're doing good now. We embrace with a hug and say how proud we are to see them and how we proud of them that they now have their own jobs and they're doing big things. That that locker room, like you're saying, is a place where we have got to get back to men uplifting men. Quit always think that we got to be in competition or outdo one another. But we got to learn to get back to the point where we say, "Man, I like what you're doing. I'm proud of what you're doing. You inspire me." See, the young generation can inspire the older generation.
Right.
And I know in many cases you do. And that's why we need to just, no matter what the age is, just bring them in and let them share with us. And you don't never know the encouragement that you may give somebody, especially someone who feel like a failure, who feel like throwing in the towel, who feel like it's so much pressure on me that I'm about to take my own life. I'm about to lose it. And sometimes just another brother telling you, "Hey, man, I got you. Hey, man, I got a friend in Pastor Edward Jones. That is my friend. It's nothing for him to walk up to me. And he be kidding, but he walk up to me and he'll shake my hand and say, "Here, you ain't got no money," and he'll put $100 bills in my hand. He's that type of guy, you know. And when you run across people that are genuine and are good to you, man, you got to appreciate that. So when I saw you and see the things that you're doing, I know your mama, you know, and I know your daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know them, but I didn't know you. And I've always heard Dre Mostella. Who is Dre Mostella? So when I came in Sip and Chill and you came in and you introduced yourself to me, Tanya Lynn already knew you. I said, okay. And I told you who my son was. You said, yeah, that's my guy. And so I was impressed with with the things that you were doing, and I'm definitely impressed with the things that you're doing in our city, because there's a highway about to come in. There's going to be a lot of people displaced. They're going to need a place to go to, and real estate, rental property is the place to be, a place to go right now if you want to come up, because people gonna have to move out of some of these places into some places. And
Absolutely.
with some of these rental places that we're been hearing about in Gaston and seeing pictures of in Gaston, oh my God, did you see those, some of those pictures?
Yeah, I seen. Yeah, I seen.
Man,
I seen those conditions.
that is horrible.
Yeah, it's
That is
bad.
horrible.
Yeah,
If
it's
they
definitely bad,
sold that property, would you buy it?
man. Listen,
It
hey,
looked like they need to
hey,
bulldoze that town, right?
Right.
And
yeah,
I hate that they're
yeah,
living. I hate that. It's
yeah.
not a laughing matter, but really, right across the street from them was some apartments, the newer apartments.
Uh-huh.
They end up tearing those apartments down because they said the ground was shifting and planted trees on that side of the road. These apartments, oh man, the conditions are horrible.
Yeah, it's bad. I pray for anybody in those situations. I got some calls about that stuff. That's why I've been on my guys. We like, hey, we got to put in overdrive. So we're trying
Right.
to, go on and get these last little things done so we could have some space for some people. And so that's just that, and that's a part of the community too. So I got the calls, and I'm gonna do my part and do whatever I can do. And we've been trying to help, whatever people I can, just myself. And but like you said, that's part of what we, how we rally together and come together as a community to, and when bad situations happen. But like you said, real estate, man, one thing about it, I always tell my guy who told me, people got, I always got to have some food. You always got to have somewhere to stay.
Right. Right. Is there any thing you want to share concerning M3 and sip and chills? Is there each day, is there something that you have
Yeah, we
like
do
Taco
different.
Tuesday or anything?
Yeah, actually, we just I was handling something earlier. So we changed. We about to go 7 days a week now. Because we was closed on Mondays and Wednesdays. So starting next week, we'll be open 7 days a week. We'll be on Gas and to Go, Uber Eats,
Okay.
DoorDash. I listen, so I hear people like, oh, we trying to get orders, they trying to call, phones ain't picking up, stuff like that. So what we just finished launching today is www.m3bar.biz.
Okay.
You can go online and place your order. So instead of trying to
Okay.
call, or somebody texting me saying, can you put an order in for me, you can go online. But next week we will launch the other platforms and stuff to Uber Eats, DoorDash, and all that type stuff. On the M3 side too, M3 side is also available. People can rent it out for birthday parties, whatever they want to do. And we also do catering too. So we got a catering
Okay.
menu, and you can also have special requests. So we did a repast recently. We got birthday parties. We got this Valentine's Day thing. So we could definitely cater whatever size and needs you got on that end. And we're going to also, like, with launching this nonprofit too on the mentoring side, and that kind of go back to the community. I know we're doing the locker room for men, but I want to go this is going to be for the youth, so we can
Okay.
go tap in and grab them early,
Right.
and just be real. Like I tell people, like, yeah, I'm in a good spot right now, but I ain't always been in a good spot. Like, I'm an
Right.
open book. I'm the same person. Like, everybody know me. Like, I still talk to the same people, whatever. I'm easy accessible. People can hit me up, DM me, hey, ask me for advice, business advice, whatever. So I ain't no gatekeeper type of guy. Whatever knowledge I got, I'll give to other people because somebody gave me the game. I think that's how it go. I don't care even if we in the same lane. I've said this 1,000 times. Man, it's enough out here for everybody. So I don't care if
Wow.
we in that same lane. I'm not finna hate on you, talk bad about you, do nothing. I ain't no hate bone in my body, for one. I just ain't cut like that. But at the same time, it's just enough out here, and
That's right.
God bless me by being real and being pure, and that's the way I'm gonna stay. So I mean, I'm open to collab with anybody to do anything. Oh, we got some good stuff too. We definitely trying to for like entrepreneurs. I'm putting together something so like entrepreneurs can come together at my spot. Whether you sell clothes, t-shirts, whatever you do, we're gonna be like an entrepreneur shop, like workshop type deal. And like we're gonna have a day like where you come over there and put your stuff out, like almost like a kind of mini trade day type thing. But
Pop, yeah.
yeah, yeah, pop up shop. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something like that. So we putting stuff together. Like that's why, like, I got hit me. Like, man, this what I got. Cool. Let's run it. We could do a pop up shop. And man, I ain't charging nobody for nothing. I ain't trying to make no money off of it. This is just to get people out there so they can, help them.
That,
Right. Give me that website again that you gave.
www.m3bar.biz. biz.
M3bar.biz.
Yes, sir.
And when would that be launched?
It's we just did it today.
So it's
It's,
ready to go now.
It's ready to go now. You can get on there and order your food. You'll get a text message say your food ready. You got 10 minutes. You got all that type stuff. So it give you the updates. Then you just come in and get it. So right now we only have it for pickup, but it will have a delivery part on there too, where you can get it delivered.
That's www.m3bar.biz.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's the website that you'll be able to order meals, right?
Yes, sir.
Right now is pickup, but in a couple of days or a week or so, they'll be delivering it. Okay.
Correct.
So y'all write that website down if you want to order from Sip and Chill, the food that they have there, and it's delicious food.
well, I
Uh,
All right. What's going on?
yeah. What? I'm greedy for food, but what? Come up with the menu? The food. Like, how did you come up with that?
So a lot of people don't know. I live in Louisiana.
Oh,
So yeah, so I live in Louisiana. So it came from where I live. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I came down here eating good, getting fat. So I was like, man, I gotta once I, got the establishment, I was on some like, what, I want to try to bring something different, like something that, gassing on God. So Louisiana rooted food. So that's where it comes from. And then like every time like we go on trips, like we do this trip, we call it a family trip every year. It's like me and my boys, it's all of our immediate family. And we go on this trip. We do it every year. And so my mama went, well, she came like a couple years ago, when she first came, and she was cooking. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, I didn't know your mom can cook like that." They were like, "Man, she need to have a restaurant. She have a restaurant," which I always said it, but I ain't never really like it wasn't my lane. So I'm like, I got enough on my plate. I ain't, cool. But then when the opportunity presented itself, I picked up the phone. I was like, "Hey, mom, I need you."
mhm.
And she's like, "What you talking about, boy?" I said, "Man, like, hey, I'm about to do this deal. I need you to help come on, bring the recipes to the kitchen." So it's a lot with Mom Dukes, and then it's very family oriented. It's like my cousins, my
mm,
sister, my aunts, everybody worked there.
Mhm.
And then of course my chef from Louisiana. Shout out to KJ. We do Taste of Louisiana when he come, which he will be back real soon too. So we'll be planning that. So he had a lot to do with it too. So some of his stuff mixed with Mom Dukes, and that's
mm.
how we kind of came up with it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I gotta try it.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
gotta come
awesome.
through.
Now,
Mm.
what are your hours of operation with Sip and Chill?
All right, let me read it. We just launched this new one. Here we go. Where it said, um, so now start next week. We 7 days a week. So Monday we open it up. So we open up for lunch every day.
Okay.
So it's open up in the 11, close at 10 on Monday. Open up at 11, close at 12 a.m. on Tuesday. That's what we do Taco Tuesdays. So we
Okay.
got burrito tacos, burrito bowls, quesadillas, nachos, all of that Taco Tuesday stuff. Then Wednesday open up at 11 again, close at 10. Thursdays open up at 11, close at 12 a.m. Friday open up at 11 to 2. And on
Okay.
Saturdays we open up at 12, close at 2. And Sunday, open it up for, and then Sundays I soul food Sundays. So I know a lot of people seen the video with the food critic came by from Birmingham, and so yeah, so we do soul food Sundays, and then what we do is we rotate the menu every Sunday.
Okay. Okay. Listen, I want to ask you a question because I saw Brian Mostella. Is he related to you?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Your cousin. He was over there playing cards.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
forgot about that.
yeah. When
Thursday
y'all do that? On Thursday?
tonight, right now, actually today Thursday, right? Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so right now we do game night. So we do
Okay.
like we got Connect Four, Dominoes, Dominoes Space, you know, just man, really like you said, kind of making that safe spot where people just can come chill. It's just kind of like you in the backyard at the house, man. You know, y'all playing
Okay.
space. Yeah, your son, I've been telling him he can get it on the space too. Uh
You hear
uh
that, Dre?
and then we also setting up we hadn't really launched it, but like the video game too. Like so we got the TV, so we when it got we got Xbox and PlayStation so people can come
Okay.
play with that. And it's
And
just a chill, relaxed
right.
environment where you can have fun, get some food, chill out, enjoy yourself.
And you said something just then that I want to kind of add to. You said is you're providing a safe place,
Yeah,
Space.
a safe place, a safe space.
yes.
Um, thus far, has it been a safe place, a safe
Yeah.
space?
So
You haven't
yeah,
had any incidents, right?
no incidents. Since like, so that was my biggest thing. So once we took over, I was just like, hey, you know, of course, you know, the food aspect in the restaurant is during the day, and of course, we turn into the lounge and stuff at night, 21 and
Okay.
up and stuff at night. And my number one thing when I sat with the team was, I don't care about the money, this and that. I heard, whatever in the past, all this stuff. The number one thing we got to keep it clean. So like when I first bought it, I went on Facebook and made a public service announcement like, "Hey, these are new rules. No hanging out in the parking lot. No outside alcohol. You when you get out the car, you know, you chit chat with your partner for a second. You got to come right on in. Ain't no
Right.
just ain't out there, parking lot pimping. And
Right.
that's a safety concern, just
Right.
because
Right.
you got it's harder to control the parking lot if I
Right.
got all these people just out there, and then of course I don't know what's in people's cars and stuff like that. So
Right.
from a safety standpoint, get out your car and come in. And I understand it was new, so of course it was a lot of we always did this, and I
Right.
understand that, but this is what we got to do now. This is how it's non-negotiable. So this is just the rules.
Right.
And and I appreciate everybody. It was a little struggle at first, but everybody got used to it now and understand. And I appreciate people of following the rules. But by following the rules, that's how we keeping down the chaos and the nonsense
Right.
and the things that that was complaints before. So it's been a lot better. No issues with that. No police call, no none of that stuff. So
Awesome.
it's definitely like you said, that safe space.
Good.
And my biggest thing as the owner is I'm responsible for everybody over there. So I gotta make sure. So when we transition from that restaurant, and I want to put out there too, during the day until 9 at night, during the day it is kid friendly. So you can bring your kids in and eat Sunday soul food. You can bring your kids or lunchtime and all that stuff. At 9 p.m. is when it transitions to the nightlife where it's 21 and up only.
Okay. So once you get your entertainment center together at the location where you have the apartments and all of that, is that where
Uh-huh.
you're going to start having your events whenever you bring people
Correct.
in? Right.
Yes. So
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
So that would be, what I mean. From a business standpoint, it just makes sense for me to be able to control
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole operation.
Right.
So
Right.
that was been the plan.
Right.
And so with the events, I also want to say this: we want to I want to make like we did the like you said, Bubba Dub and the comedy show that was with Christmas. Yeah, with Christmas. It was day after Christmas. I want to bring events for everybody. Of course, we do
Right.
rap, R&B. I want to do comedy. I want to make it, like you said, a spot of like, hey, we ain't got to go to Birmingham. We ain't got to go to Atlanta. We can stay
There
here
you go.
and
There you
still
go.
have it. And even at like M3, we do live bands sometimes for the older crowd. Is it's very, and that's the reason why I did it the way we did it is to kind of be able to have two crowds. So we can have, the older crowd that's, you don't want to hear all that loud music, rap, just, play a little R&B, chill out. and then like I said, live bands and stuff like that. So I've been reaching out to different. So anybody that knows they got a band or anything, hit me up. I'm trying to book all local talent and stuff like that. So definitely hit me up if you got a.
Well, you know your boy is
I've been
part of a
trying to
band.
get them. Every time I call them, they booked and busy.
Yeah, you hear that, Dre? Man, why you running, man? You gotta take care of Dre, man.
Yeah,
And
so I've been on him and bow tie about, man. I gotta get y'all in there, man. So we definitely working on it.
so when you
Uh,
move over to M3, and I know that Sip and Chill is the restaurant, but is M3, is there a cover charge to come in?
Most of the time, no. But like if we
Okay,
having a bigger event or a bigger party or something like that, and then and that's I tell that. So when I'm expecting bigger crowds and stuff like this, my number one thing is safety. So I
right,
hire more security. So we may have a cover charge. So,
right,
but I try to keep it affordable. $10 stuff like it's nothing crazy outrageous.
right,
But like I said, those are so I can help keep people safe and pay these security and stuff like that. But most of the time it's no cover. We do cover here and there, but most of the time it's no cover. Just come in and have a good time.
right. Okay. All right. Anything you want to share with everyone before you sign off?
Let me see what we talked about. So like career opportunities. That's the part I didn't talk about. So like I said, I'm bringing my prosthetic company that will bring some more jobs to
Mm,
the Gaston area. And I get asked this question a lot, like, man, I got to go to school to do that. To treat the patients, yes. So uh, yeah, you have to. But there's more. We got a sales team, we got a front desk staff. Most of them like medical assistants, stuff like that. Medical billing coders from the billing side. It's a lot of different avenues. And then even if you say like, hey, I told you I don't like school, but say, hey, I might not be a school guy. I've put a couple people through the assistant program. So you could be a prosthetic assistant, and there's no school. It's schooling involved, but there's only 3 classes that you got to take, and then of course you got to pass the board test. But you got to take a medical terminology class, and like these classes you can take online. So it ain't like you got to go into a school. So like medical terminology, anatomy, and biology or no physics. I think yeah, physics, medical terminology. You take those 3 courses, then you got to have X amount of hours up under a practitioner, so myself, and then you can sit for the board. So that's somebody that don't want to go to grad school and do all that stuff. But that's what I'm trying to do. And then on the real estate side, man, I really want to. I'm building my own team, so I can have my own team, and we can do that. So I am looking for somebody to say, hey, traditional college ain't for me, but I do want to go to trade school.
Mhm.
I'm looking to get together and get with some guys or women. I ain't gonna say just it could be whoever. Um, to we go put some people through some trade schools, whether it's plumbing, electrical,
mm,
HVAC, do some stuff, and
okay.
we build our own team, and
Oh,
then that allows some people to go make some money. They can do their
mhm.
own, they can be able to better themselves too, and
I got a
stronger my
nephew
team.
that in that HVAC, man, Shamar. Shamar
Oh,
just
oh,
graduated.
okay,
Yeah, yeah. He graduated from the HVAC with an HVAC diploma. So
okay,
um,
yeah. Tell them you gotta
proud of
get
him.
with me.
He got to get with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's an opportunity, everybody. He's creating an opportunity for you all to make a living working with him. See him, get with him. He has a great vision, and we appreciate you, man.
I
Anything we can
appreciate
do
y'all.
to help promote it, you're welcome to come back on Real Talk at any time, man.
Yeah. So just before we get out of here, just like I said, man, if anybody got any questions, like business, anything, just hit me up, DM me. Um, it may take a little second, but I'll get to it. But man, I'm an open book, and I keep it real. We could talk about it. Like I said, it ain't always been pretty, but you can't win today's game off yesterday. So when you have a bad day, you let that one go up, then you get another 24 and you go back and get it. So, try to win a day at a time. Then you win each day, then you win the week. You win the week, you can win the month. Win the month, you can win the year. And that's how you be able to be successful, man. Just grind, man, and do what you gotta do to make it happen.
How can they reach you, man? On
Um
Facebook? Can they DM you?
Facebook is my Facebook name is Dre Mostella. My Instagram is the guy. So the leg guy. Like I said, just DM me, get at me. See me out, let me holler at you. I mean, I ain't
Yeah,
hard to find.
it ain't hard to find. You like Deion Sanders, huh?
Yeah.
We ain't hard to find. All right, my friend. Thank you for joining us on Real Talk, and we look forward to talking to you in the near future. When you
All right,
get
man.
ready
Everybody be safe.
to when you get ready to open up those apartments or get ready to do your next event, want you to come on and share with us, okay?
All right, definitely. So once this ink dry, I'm gonna shoot you a text, and then we're gonna drop it on this for this event.
And yeah, one more last thing before you go. Let me get that Lambo for a weekend.
Man, hey, listen, holler at me. I can get it. Hey, I'll let you take it for a test drive. Man, you too tall though. You might listen.
I get in there. I get in there. Hey, I want to race a Kip. I can race you now, buddy. Get ready, Kip. Bring that vet on out. I got a Lambo, baby. Y'all show some love to Dre.
Your head gonna be in there like this.
Do the top come out?
Nah, it ain't a convertible.
Okay, all right. We'll get in there somehow.
All right.
Have a good one, man, and thank you again. Y'all show some love to Dre for coming on and being a part of Real Talk. Have a good one, my friend. Talk to you soon.
Y'all hold it down.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad we was able to get him in because he's doing great things, man, and the public really need to see the great things that he is doing. It's you have a lot of bad news, a lot of sad news, so it's always good when you can provide some good news,
right,
and something to look forward to. So with him getting ready to have those apartments ready. People will be in line ready to rent those apartments. Not only that, but he got an event getting ready to come this way. People looking forward to who he's going to bring and when he's going to bring them. And then they have the information about how they can order food. He said Uber Eats and all of that will deliver. All you have to do is go on their website and place your order in and bring it right to you. Great food. He said you're doing it New Orleans way.
Right.
New Orleans way. So I'm super proud of him and what he's doing. He got me inspired. I may go take them 3 courses.
Hey, I know it.
I ain't too old. I may take them 3 courses. I give me some more money in my hand. Amen. So he's doing great things. Yeah. Anything you want to say before we sign off here?
Well, I almost had a request for him, but I said, no, people probably looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, can you get Pastor Troy to Gaston?
Listen, he probably got him on speed dial. Yeah.
Probably
so it's been great. It's been great. Again, Tanya Lynn had to leave us. We had a great conversation with her before she left, as well as with Dre Mostella. We had a great opportunity to talk to him. We thank all of you for joining in with us. We know that without you being on here, it would be no Real Talk, okay? So we're getting ready to sign off. Tamara, go ahead and say your goodbyes.
Okay, well, it was nice being on here this evening, and you all have a good weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday, Lord's will.
All right, y'all. Until next week, y'all have a great day, okay? DJ.